Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is Samuel Brown, aka RBT, coming at you with episode 2 of MLS Goes Abroad here on FIFA 16 LA Galaxy Career Mode Series. And if you guys were watching this, be sure to go watch episode 1 before you watch the rest of this video, because you're going to be completely lost. So I'll leave a link to that in the description below. But we are starting off right where we left off after the last episode. All I've done since then is change the name of the stadium, and StubHub Center is not in the game, so I picked the stadium that I personally believe looks the closest to the StubHub Center, renamed it StubHub Center. I believe the StubHub Center is like 27,000 seating capacity. This one has 29,000, so I went ahead and went with it, so we're going to apply that and gonna go ahead and move on. If you guys are enjoying this series so far and are excited for this series, let me know by smashing that like button. It'd be great if you guys could drop a like. It would show me that you guys are excited for the series and give me more motivation to upload the series every other day, if not every day. So we are going to do a preseason tournament, but I am going to sim that so we can get through the transfers and get into the regular season. But hopefully we still will perform well in the preseason tournament, because I want to get as much money as possible, because we don't get a lot of money going into the season. So we are going to pick the tournament with the most potential prize money. 2.59 million is the potential prize money. Got the Blackburn Rovers, who I believe are in the championship. Not sure if they got relegated down. You have DC United as well in this, so we're going to pick this one out of Denmark, and we're going to go into this preseason tournament. Really quick, going to show you guys the emails that I have to start off this career mode. Then I'm going to go through the squad and show you the entire squad that we have, and then get into making some potential transfers, and then going into the tournament. And maybe we'll get one game, hopefully, in the end of this episode. So here we go. This is showing us about the European International Cup that we did enter. Our domestic cup objective is reach the round of 32, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I think we're definitely, like, if we were in Liga Elegante, which is the second division in Spain, I think we'd be like mid-table, and we're in La Liga, so we'll have to see how that goes. We should look for a striker, so our assistant manager is telling us we should look for a striker. We could potentially do that. Our first scout report has arrived, so we'll look at that a little bit later. One of our scouts is just introducing himself. We don't really care about that. Robbie Keane is injured, who is one of our main strikers, but he should hopefully be back pretty soon. And our league objective, let's see what this is. It is to avoid relegation, and thank God that is our objective, because I don't think I'd be nervous if it was anything else. I wanted to show you really quick before we go through our squad report, show you the finances that we do have. A 2.645 million transfer budget with a 35,000 wage budget. So now it is time to meet the squad, and we have a 38-year-old in goal. Donovan Ricketts, a 66 overall. Might go ahead and transfer list him. We'll have to see after this. We have a right back, AJ De La Garza, 27 years old, 69 overall. Not too bad. We'll have to see what we're going to do there. And one thing I do know, we don't have good center backs, so we're going to have to look at getting some center backs in the transfer market. We have Dave Romney, a 60 overall, 22 years old. Let's see how we could defend against Messi and Ronaldo. We have Leonardo, not awful, 67 overall, a center back. Looking at his stats really quick, slow as molasses, man. His defensive stats aren't that good either, but he's 27. We're going to be listing a ton of players in the transfer list and trying to build the best squad possible, so you're going to have to bear with me for a while. Robbie Rogers, who is pretty much one of our better defenders, 70 overall, 28 years old. Might look to keep him around, decent stats. Next, we have a left mid, Sebastian Ligue, 22 years old. So he's pretty young, could be a potential, you know, pretty good player, 69 overall there. And you have Stevie G, the legend, 35 years old, 4.9 million value. Definitely going to keep him for right now. 82 overall as well. But I am going to say not one player on this team is off limits. But as right now, obviously, Stevie G is going to stay. But maybe in the future to try to get as much money as possible. We'll just have to see. Just putting it out there, but he's definitely staying for now. Next, we have Baggio Husidit, 65 overall, center mid, 28. I don't know about him. Now we have one of the guys I'm most excited to use in career mode, Gyasi Zardes, right mid, who can also play striker and a bunch of other positions. Maybe it can tell us right here. He can play right mid, left mid, or striker with 4-star weak foot and skill moves. I think this is going to be one of the better players on the team, and he's only 23, so that's going to be fun to be using him. Next we have Robbie Keane, who's also a legend in his own right, 80 overall, 34 years old. He is injured, but He's hopefully coming back soon. Next we have Giovanni Dos Santos, one of the newest players in this club, worth $8.5 million. He's 79, only 26 years old. Pretty awesome stats, honestly. So with that said, I am kind of surprised that the board did say we needed a striker when pretty much our best two players are strikers. But next we have a 23-year-old Ignacio Magnato, 63 overall, left mid. We'll have to see what we do with him. And next we have another player that I am so excited about, Bradford Jamieson, who's one of the best young talents in the MLS. 18 years old, 62 overall, which is really good for a player out of the MLS. Very fast. He's probably our player with the most potential, and we do have to work on his shooting and such, but he is an exciting prospect that I'm going to definitely keep on the team. And next we have Charlie Rugg, 24 years old, 60 overall. I'm not too sure about old Charlie. Next we have Oscar Sorto, 20-year-old right back, 62 overall. He's pretty fast. I don't know. We'll have to see what we do with him. Next we have Brian Rowe. We have a ton of goalkeepers, so definitely going to sell on a couple, but he's only 26, so he might be one that we keep on to or hold on to, but we'll have to see. Next we have Rafael Garcia, 62 overall CDM, 26 years old, which is actually pretty fast for a CDM. 91 balance and 89 agility is pretty decent, but his defending stats are probably just absolutely atrocious. So he might be a guy we sell on as well, only worth 170K. But next we have Tommy Meyer, who's one of our better center backs. 65 overall, 25 years old, looks okay, decent defending stats. I mean, definitely not good enough to defend Neymar, Suarez, Messi, but we'll have to do with what we have. Next we have Jose Villarreal, who's another young player, 67 overall, 21 years old. Definitely going to look to keep him on the team. Next we have Jack McBean, 61 overall, 20 years old. Probably going to sell him on. Next we have Dan Gargan, 66 overall, right back, 32 years old. Not fast, really, not good defending stats. Well, they're okay, but probably going to sell him on with his age because it's just going to decrease in value. Dan Kennedy, who is our highest overall goalkeeper, who is worth the most, probably going to sell him on. And I'm definitely looking at getting a different keeper because we're going to have a keeper at least over 70 overall to be able, to have a chance in this league. But next we have Mika Vayrenin, 33 years old. Definitely going to sell him on, only 64 overall. He's going to go downhill quick in value. And next we have Andrew Wolverton, 52 overall, 22-year-old goalkeeper. 50K is his value. He has 85 strength though, so he might be able to bench press 225 for a couple of reps, but I don't even know what to do with him. I mean, he's only worth 50K, so I don't know. Next we have Raul Mendiola, 59 overall, left mid, 21 years old. He's young, but he's only 59. We have some better left mids, so might look to sell him on. And last but not least, another goalkeeper, Brian Perks, 64 overall, 25 years old. Actually, he is our goalkeeper worth the most, so might look at trying to sell him on and get somebody better. But that is the squad report. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm pretty much going to list every single player up for transfer and just see what I get. There's only a couple that I'm not going to offer. Bradford Jamieson is going to be one, Robbie Keane, and then Zardes, and I think that's probably going to be it. Jose Villarreal, probably won't list him up. I don't know, maybe, we'll see. Probably not, probably not. Before we get into inquiring about a couple of players, I am going to show you the guys that I did transfer list and the ones that I didn't. A couple of them are just because they recently joined the club and I physically can't, like Ricketts. Also, we have this guy, Varianin, 33-year-old center mid. Didn't want him, but I have to keep him for at least until the January transfer window. Same thing with Wolverton, 52 overall, only worth 50K. He's just going to have to stay on the team for now. I did list up Jamieson for loans because he's not necessarily going to start right now, and I do want to get some playing time, but if nobody wants to take him on loan, we'll just keep him and play him sparingly, but I still do not want to sell them. And here are the ones that I did transfer list, and there's one huge surprise in there, and you've probably already spotted them. Robbie Keane. I decided to list him up for transfer for a couple of reasons. I do, if I could, I'd love to use him, but the smart thing to do is to list him up for transfer because he's not going to play for another 7 weeks, so that's a month of playing time. He's not going to play the preseason tournament, probably not the first month of the actual season, but his contract does expire in 12 months. So he's 34 years old. All he's going to do is decline in his stats. And in January, he could sign on a free transfer elsewhere, and we could definitely use that money on some other positions. We already have some players that could play striker like Zardes, Dos Santos, Jamieson if we had to, probably going to bring in a younger striker as well. So I would love to play with Robbie Keane. I would love to keep him, but my brain's definitely telling me that we need to get the most that we possibly can out of him. So going into the preseason tournament, this is the starting lineup that we have. I have Villarreal at striker because Robbie Keane is hurt for now. We have Zardes at left mid. We have Ligue at right mid. He is a... Actually, we need to swap them around because Zardes can play right mid as well. Gerard, the captain, in the middle, along with this guy. And one thing I do like about our two center backs, although they're not very good, they both have low-high work rate, so that works out pretty well. De La Garza at right back, and then you have Robbie Rogers at left back. 70 overall. I'm probably going to keep him, even though if I get some transfer offers, unless I can get a really good left back that's better than him for, you know, cheaper price. And on the bench, you have Jameson and some other players as well. And looking at the team like this, guys, I think there are a few things, well, actually a lot of things that we need. I think we definitely need another striker. We need a center mid, preferably a cam type player, because if we need to, we can play Gerard at center defensive mid. Another winger would be great, at least one center back and a goalkeeper. And there's probably something else I'm missing. I would definitely take a right back. I'm not really liking De La Garza too much, but definitely a striker, a center mid, another winger, pretty much everything, and at least a center back and goalkeeper. So that's pretty much, like I said, listed every position on the field. But let's go make some inquiries. And one last thing I promise before we get into the transfers, here is the player training that I'm going to be doing for right now. Jameson is getting 2 drills, Zardes is getting 2 drills, and Ligue is getting 1 drill, that is. And we are going to simulate this and see if we get any growth in this first training session. And we don't, which normally happens in the first session. I think the most important position we need to improve is center back, and one of the best young American talents is Eric Palmer-Brown from Sporting KC. He's only 18 years old, a quality player. Like I said, one of the best young talents in America, so we'll go ahead and approach to buy him from Sporting KC. Have absolutely no idea what they want. He recently signed a new contract. They want 530 to 620. Let's go... let's chunk in 500K and see if we can get Palmer-Brown. That would definitely be a bargain. Next, I think it is super important to get a goalkeeper. David Bingham, he's a player that has been playing a little bit recently for the U.S. national team. As a player, I definitely think we can get, I think he'd be a pretty decent upgrade from the guys we have. So David Bingham, could inquire about him from the Earthquakes. I don't know how much they want for a keeper of his caliber, man. I don't want to chunk in too much. I don't want to chunk in too little. He's 25. Let's go with 850. We'll go with 850K and see if they bite on that. Next, we're going to inquire about Nathan Ake from Watford. He's a left back, but he can also play center back. So very, very versatile. I believe he's young. He's a quality player that could start for us, I believe, from day one, rather it be at left back, center back, or maybe even right back. So I am going to inquire about him. Our first non-American that we are inquiring about, have no idea what Watford want for him. He is a young, talented player. Let's chunk in let's go with 800 and let's go with 880K. That's a random number, but let's go for it. And like I mentioned earlier, we do need another center midfielder, and preferably a player that is attacking in the midfield. And a perfect player for that position would be Tommy Thompson, a 19-year-old, another young American talent who also plays for the Earthquakes. So we're acquiring about Earthquakes cam and their goalkeeper, but we are going to inquire about this guy. He's very young, talented. I believe he'd be great in our team. Let's go ahead and chunk in I don't know, let's go with 800K. 800K for Tommy Thompson. Pretty much we're going for the whole entire Earthquakes team. But another player I think would be very valuable in our team is Marvell Wynn. We probably all know who he is, one of the fastest players out of what the former MLS is. But we are going to inquire about him. Could play right back, left back, center back, probably with his speed, even put him at the wing. So he probably wouldn't necessarily start for us, but he's probably one of the best American players to get for us coming off the bench. So we are going to inquire for the Earthquakes. This is 3 potential transfers from the Earthquakes. I didn't even realize that until I was just about to do it. But he's 29, so kind of old, but I don't think he should cost too much because of that reason. So we'll just chunk in 450K. Let's go 470 and just see what they say. So let's go ahead and sim a couple of days and let's see what teams have to say. We have 5. Oh my, what's going on here? We have 2 offers accepted. Okay, let's see real quick. Calm down. Marvell Wynn for 470. That was accepted, so that was quick. Sporting KC, Eric Palmer-Brown for 500K. I'm getting that, accepting it right now. Go ahead and offer him a contract. We'll go 2.6K, give him exactly what he wants. We'll actually give him 5 years. He was given sporadic first-team player there, so I believe we could get him on squad rotation player, although he'd probably play right away. I think it's better to get players at the lowest squad role possible to have them accept, just so they can stay as happy as possible. Well, Watford wants a ton for Nathan Ake, but he's so versatile, so young, man. 1.6 million is a lot, so I'm just gonna... I'm not gonna go any higher than this. 930, it's the highest I'm going to go. If they don't accept it, I'll have to get probably... Well, I already got a versatile player, Marvell Wynn, so I might hold on in this Marvell Wynn deal. If Watford does not accept this next offer for Nathan Ake, I'll go ahead and accept the Marvell Wynn deal. But with that said, I will go ahead and offer him a contract and see if he'll accept. We'll give him 4 years, and he has an important first-team player right now. Let's go on squad rotation player, see if he'll accept that. Sim a few more days, and let's see if we get anything back from teams. Maybe get some transfer offers. We have 2 offers. We got 2 offers accepted, both from the Earthquakes, man. We have Tommy Thompson, which is huge, and we have David Bingham. So there's our Cam, and there is our goalkeeper right there, man. So that actually is, that kind of worries me. Maybe I offered too much. That actually really does scare me. So go ahead and offer them both contracts. Hopefully we'll have enough money for all these players. Might have to decide on who we are actually going to get, because we've had so many offers sent out and so many accepted. So let's go with a 5-year deal. He's an important first-team player for San Jose, so we'll give him that same role here with the LA Galaxy and see if he'll accept that. And then next we have David Bingham, who accepted that offer. He wants 8K per week, which is not necessarily what I wanted. So, but anyways, go ahead and give him crucial first-team player because he will be our starter. And let's give him 4 years. And actually, since we're giving him crucial first-team player, let's just try to ship him out of like 500 pounds per week, and let's see if he'll accept that one. So we have received our first transfer offer of the year for Rafael Garcia, who is our 26-year-old CDM. He is worth 170K. They offered 170K. Let's counter offer for, let's go for 210K. Try to get as much money as possible because we're going to need it. Well, that is going to do it for this episode of MLS Goes Abroad here on FIFA 16 Career Mode. Here I am from the future because I had like a 51-minute episode. And there was no way I was going to be able to upload one episode being 51 minutes. I had no idea it was going to be that long. So I'm going to split that up into 3 episodes. I thought it was just going to be 1. Ends up being 3. But hope you guys did enjoy this first real episode of the series. You got to meet the squad. You got to see who's going to be playing in La Liga. You got to see who I'm trying to go after in the transfers. And then the start of next episode, we are going to get into the preseason tournament and make a few more transfers and so on and so forth. So if you did enjoy this episode and want to see the next one very soon, make sure to drop a like. And if this video can get an impressive amount of likes, I'll actually upload the next episode tomorrow. So if you're enjoying it and want to get into the preseason tournament, go ahead and drop a like, and I'll probably upload the next episode tomorrow. If you have any suggestions for the series or just want to drop a comment, feel free to do so below, and I'll try my best to respond to every single comment out there. Once again, I do apologize that I had to cut this video short, but I didn't want to upload a 51-minute long episode. But anyways, that's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys did enjoy. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will catch you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.